Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everyone. Thanks for watching. We're having a Q&A today. The Q&A is based more on fat loss. So I have a few questions that were asked. One sister asks me to share my maintenance secrets. I've been maintaining my weight now for about 3 years successfully, and I use two methods to help me out. I use the carb cycling method, and I also use the zigzagging of calories. So when I use the carb cycling method, I'll choose one day where I'll have very, very low starchy carbs. So maybe have my starchy carb portion in the morning for breakfast, very early in the morning, and then not have any more starchy carbs for the rest of the day. I'll increase my calories in protein though, because I want to compensate. I don't want to cut my calories too low. And I'll also have fibrous carbs in all my meals. Then the next day, I'll have my starchy carb for breakfast and my starchy carb in my lunch as usual. And I don't usually have a starchy carb for dinner or any time in the evening. I try to stay away from that, and that also helps a great deal to control fat gain. The zigzagging method, zigzagging of calories, means that anytime I will overdo it in my calorie count for the day, well, the next day I'll compensate and I'll remove those calories. If I overdid it by more than 100 calories, 200 or 300, then I'll take 2 or 3 days and spread the deficit over the 2 or 3 days. I think I would find it too difficult to cut 200-300 calories out of my one day to make up for the previous day. So I like to spread it over a few days, and I guarantee better success that way. So basically for maintenance, you have to make sure that you know what your daily calorie needs are for maintenance. And you need to make sure that by the end of the week you haven't exceeded that. If you haven't exceeded that, then you will not gain any fat. It's all mathematical. Next question, what is a realistic time to lose 50 pounds? Realistically, I think anyone can have as a goal 1 pound per week. You shouldn't cut too many calories out of your diet. Make sure you know what your maintenance calorie intake is, so that you can remove approximately 20% of that for your diet plan to begin losing fat. You don't want to exceed 20%. You'll probably not succeed because of you'll be incapable of sustaining a diet that deprives you of more than 20% of your usual intake. So if you want a successful plan, cut 20%, aim for about a pound a week, have a minimum of 3 workouts per week, and you should be able to attain that goal without feeling too deprived, without feeling like you want to binge and losing control. So 1 pound a week, ladies, and you have to be able to realize that at times you'll need to take a break from your diet plan, from your fat loss plan. You might want to take a couple of weeks off. During those couple of weeks, you have to make sure that you're not exceeding your daily calorie count, so that you don't regain any weight. And you have to make sure that you're able to go back to this plan after your break and continue. It's not something that people can do usually for an extended period of time without taking a break. I highly recommend that you take a break from your fat loss plan at least every 3 months. You take a week off if you need to, and you just relax a little bit and just eat your maintenance calories. And then when you feel you're strong enough, you can go back in and kick it some more and hopefully succeed in the end. So you don't know whether it's going to take you 6 months or a year or a year and a half. It really depends on the individual and the willpower that individual has to sustain a lengthy diet plan or a shorter diet plan. It's a personal thing. Salam alaikum, sister. I'm starting to work out, but I'm afraid of losing other things I want to keep while she's losing fat, of course. I understand that being healthy is the most important, but I just got married 2 months ago and she wants to please her husband, mashallah. Wa alaikum assalam, sister. It's really nice to hear that you are conscientious of pleasing yourself and of pleasing your husband. You want to be healthy, but you want to make your husband happy too. Listen, as far as losing those things that we want to keep, that's heredity. So if you know, look at the women in your family, look at your mom. If initially you were bountiful in certain areas, a little bit of weight gain will render you more bountiful in that area. However, a little bit of loss of weight or fat will not eliminate that area. So it really depends on what you inherited from the ladies in your family. But you can start on your fat loss journey and gauge it. And if you see that you know, you're losing too much of what you want to keep, then you can just stop and stay healthy without being too thin. That's a solution. So just gauge it as you're losing your fat and have no worries. The important part is to be healthy, to eat healthy, to stay healthy, and to like yourself, and of course for your husband to like you as well. Thank you for your question. Oh, I have another one. Sorry, ladies. So what workouts will help strengthen my core as I have back problems due to an accident I was in a few years back? Well, the number one core strengthener are planks. Do planks. You can do forward planks and side planks. You stay in the position for 30 seconds initially, do all 3 sides for 30 seconds, and try to increase this by 10 seconds every day until your core becomes nice and strong. Planks are absolutely amazing for strengthening your core. And of course you can do the sit-ups, but begin with the planks, because the sit-ups can actually be painful on your back if you're really weak in terms of abdominal muscles. So start with the plank, get a nice strength there, and then you can add other exercises like sit-ups, weighted down sit-ups, and so forth. All right, I hope this was informative for everybody. Keep your questions coming, and I'll see you later, inshallah. Ma salama.